Hello and welcome to the weekly Zera Shimshon Shir. It's Chav Gimel, ER, and it's Tafshin Pei, of course, still didn't change. And it's the 38th day of the Eimer, for those who are still counting. I wanted to share with you a few, and we actually have a Segula this week, so I'm really excited about it. But first of all, let's do Zera Shimshon and Parshas Bechukaisai, and this is Dalid. It's the last piece. The pasuk says, "V'zacharti as brisi Yaakov," and that's Malay Vav. That's it. It says, Pirush Rashi bechamisha makaymes nichtav Malay. 5 places in the Torah it's written Malay, means it's full Vav. Eliyahu is chaser bechamisha makaymes, and the word Eliyahu is also missing the final Vav in 5 places. So Yaakov Avinu took a mashkin, took a mashkin, so it's Yovavi Yivasa Gulas Banav, so that Eliyahu would come. It's a guarantee. It's a guarantor. Just like you give a guarantee to somebody to make a loan. So he took an Eravon, he took a guarantee so that Eliyahu would come and announce and herald to the Jewish people that the Mashiach's coming. That's the first stage, by the way, in Mashiach. Mashiach can't come without Eliyahu. It's not happening. Because Meforshim and Joshim, people don't know what they're talking about. So, why Dafka he took this Vav? Lama Dafka Mechamisha Pamim, why Dafka 5 times he took it? Why is Yaakov worried about this heralding Mashiach coming? What's the difference if he heralds him coming or he doesn't herald him coming? What's Eliyahu got to do with this whole process? The Isa B'Yalkut and Shimoni Malachi and Remesh Tav Kuf Tzadik Hey and the pasuk of Malachi Gimel. Hine Anochi Shaleach Lachem, famous pasuk. Everybody knows the song. Hine Anochi Shaleach Lachem Es Eliyah Hanavi. It's without the vav. So that's why you say Eliyah. Im Ein Yisrael Oisim Tshuva Einam Nigalim. The Jewish people don't do tshuva, they're not going to be redeemed. Chas v'shalom. Ein Oisim Tshuva Ad Sheyav Eliyahu. But on the other hand, we're not going to do tshuva until Eliyahu comes. That's what he means. I'm sending you Eliyahu. The Shama Mina, Dafka Kishav Eliyahu ve'Yivasim Shagula Koivalavoi. That's only when Eliyahu comes and tells him that the Gula is coming soon. As Yigol Yagel Libam Bekurbam. So their hearts are excited and be happy in their hearts in the midst of Machmas Simchazu Yisayru Gam L'Sashuva Me'ava. So because of this great simcha that they have, they're going to do tshuva from love. And Eliyahu will speak to them. When you're spoken to by Eliyahu Hanavi, you'll do tshuva me'ava. Without this besaira, without this instigation, inspiration from Eliyahu, we're not going to do tshuva. And without that, we're not going to get the gula. Therefore, Yaakov took a guarantee from Eliyahu, from the Vav, then, so that he will come and announce to the Jewish people that they should do tshuva, and Mashiach is coming. Why Dafka the Ois Vav? Hainu lefishi Yadua shebevshvil avonos Yisrael ba'avonos in harabim, because of the many sins of the Jewish people. Garmu pirud be'oisios Hashem hamiyuchad. We cause in the heavens. We cause a pirud, a separation of the Shem Havaya. So the Yud Kei Vav Kei. Befrat oisios achreinos in Yisrachel ahem and ahavav, and especially the last 2 letters that separate the Hey from the Vav. It says a pisha achem shulchu imechem. The pasuk in Yeshayahu Nun, with your many sins, I've sent your mother away. B'shmai shel Eliyahu yesh shleisha oisiyos Hashem in the word Eliyahu, and then his name itself has 3 letters of the Shem Havaya, Yud and Vav and Hey. V'chasra Hey Achreina, but it's missing the last Hey. Therefore, Yaakov took the Vav as a guarantee, Chamisha Pami 5 times, which is Mispar Hey, which is the same as 5. Kadei Shal Yedei HaBesira VaTeshuva Tachsura Hey Lahesiachi Demavav. So that when he gives this news, this heralding of the good news, the good tidings, so we'll do Tshuva Me'ava, and then the Hey will come back to the Vav. The Hashem beli oisa hachreina. So then we won't see, he won't appear that the 3 last letters of the Shem won't be without the Vav. So even though there's only a half of a name, it looks like the first half is not united with the last half. That's not so. We're not so makpid about that. Because even before Matan Torah, the Torah says ki yad al case ka yud ke vav. From the yud ke vav. Only 2 letters of the name. And v'ishtalem v'yisyachid b'hachrases zarei shalom alik b'mheira v'yameinu amen. So we'll get those back when and Eliyahu come and announced Mashiach ben Yosef coming, and then you'll kill out all the Amalekim, and we'll get back the full name. And why did he take the Vav from the word Eliyah? Because Chamisha Pamim, 5 times the Roy shall be Chamisha Yemei Ashvua, Yochel Avoy. In only 5 days of the week, Eliyahu could come. Aval b'yom Hashishi, can't come Yom Shishi, v'loy b'Shabbos Kodesh, and he can't come on Shabbos either. Kedamin and Perak Arba, the Erevin, and Mishbursa Gemara, and Mem Gimel Amud Beis Ayin Sham. This is the skula from the Zera Shimshon from Rabbi Nachman Seltzer's book every week, and this is the 2nd volume. This happens to be in this week's Parsha, so it works out this week. So maybe the best and most effective way of looking at the concept of Kol Yisrael Arevim Zeh B'Zeh, Zeh L'Zeh, is by examining the behavior of brothers who share a close relationship. Because that's the way we should all be, is Achenu Kol Beis Yisrael, right? The following story brings this point home. It was told by Rav Avram Mordechai Zilberberg. Here it is. I was on my way to give the weekly Zera Shimshon shir and clutching a copy of the Sefer in my hand. I wasn't far away from the shul when I crossed paths with another Yid who glanced at the Sefer in my hand. I followed his eyes and saw from the intensity of his stare that he had something to tell. He wanted to tell me something about the Zera Shimshon. Knowing that this on a deep instinctive level, I didn't wait for him to begin a conversation. Instead, I asked him if there was something he wanted to share with me. To be honest with you, I'm just happy and slightly overwhelmed to see somebody holding a copy of Zera Shimshon in his hands. Why are you having this reaction? For one thing, I said, I got engaged b'schus this Sefer. Okay, I was now intrigued. Please explain. It's like this. I had been dating for a long time with no success. You could count the number of suggestions that had come my way, and none of them were even remotely suitable. It was while I was experiencing this truly difficult parsha that I came across the Zera Shimshon weekly newsletter for the first time. I read with interest and fascination about how the author promises the great skula to Yidden who learn his Sefer. I immediately decided to begin learning the Zera Shimshon. The man looked at me in the eye and said the following: I have no explanation for what I'm telling you, but from the moment I began learning Zera Shimshon, everything inexplicably changed in my life, and I got engaged shortly thereafter. You can imagine my joy at having gone from a state of despair to the feeling that I was standing poised on the cusp of life, like a person who just discovered a new diet that actually works and wants to share his discovery with the world. I wanted to scream my good fortune from the rooftops until every Yid around the world began learning the Sefer. But before I convinced everyone in the world to learn Zera Shimshon, I decided to bring my older brother on board. My older brother had been dating for years, just as I had, and he too had had no success. But now I had gotten engaged, and I wanted the same for him. I wasted no time. I called him up and asked him if we could get together. When we were sitting across from the table from each other, I said to him, "My dear brother, believe me when I tell you that I have no idea what incredible power Zera Shimshon contains. But there is no question in my mind that learning the Sefer has been a segula for the tremendous changes in my life. Right now, my incredibly difficult and challenging past is finally behind me, and I'm about to get married after all these years of loneliness and pain. You're my older brother. I care about you more than I can say, and I'm begging you to begin learning Zera Shimshon just like I did. Maybe this will serve as a segula for you as well, and you'll get engaged within a short time like I did." "You know what they are?" the man said to me. "Words that come from a person's heart can't help but enter the heart of the person who's talking to." My brother took my advice, and I started the Seder in Zera Shimshon. Baruch Hashem, Ribbono Shel Olam sent him a Yeshua not long after it, and he got engaged as well. Now you understand why I couldn't conceal my emotions when I caught sight of the Sefer, this particular Sefer in your hands, the Yid said to me. As I took leave from this man whom I just met, I felt extremely emotional, in a way that as if I was just received a sign from heaven reinforcing the importance of the shir I was giving every week. I had always known it was important, but hearing such an incredible story made me realize all over again how vital it is to learn the Torah of this Chashuv Sefer that is without question a phenomenal gift to Klal Yisrael. May you have a wonderful week, blessed with health, wealth, and Sfenim V'Skulas. Bye.